Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about Web3. What is Web3? Web3 is the next generation of the internet. It's built on blockchain technology, which is a decentralized ledger that allows for secure, transparent, and tamper-proof transactions. How can Web3 change the world? Web3 has the potential to change the world in many ways. For example, it could give users more control over their data and privacy. One of the biggest promises of Web3 is that it will give users more control over their data and privacy. Currently, most of our data is stored on centralized servers, which means that it is owned and controlled by a small number of companies. This gives these companies a lot of power over our data, and they can use it for their own purposes, such as targeted advertising. Web3, on the other hand, is based on blockchain technology, which is a decentralized ledger that allows for secure, transparent, and tamper-proof transactions. This means that data stored on a blockchain cannot be controlled by any one entity, and users can have more control over who has access to their data. For example, users can use Web3 wallets to store their cryptocurrency and other digital assets. These wallets are encrypted and only the user has the private key, which means that no one else can access the user's assets without their permission. Create a more equitable and democratic internet. Another promise of Web3 is that it will create a more equitable and democratic internet. Currently, the internet is dominated by a small number of large tech companies, such as Google, Facebook, and Amazon. These companies have a lot of power over the way that we use the internet, and they can use this power to influence our behavior and our choices. Web3, on the other hand, is based on a decentralized architecture, which means that there is no single entity that controls the internet. This could lead to a more equitable and democratic internet, where everyone has a say in how the internet is developed and used. For example, users can use Web3 applications to create their own decentralized social media platforms, where they can interact with each other without the need for a centralized platform like Facebook. Make it easier for people to own and control their own assets. Web3 can also make it easier for people to own and control their own assets. Currently, most of our assets are stored in centralized institutions, such as banks and brokerage firms. This means that these institutions have a lot of power over our assets, and they can use this power to make decisions about how our assets are used. Web3, on the other hand, can make it possible for people to store their assets on decentralized platforms, such as decentralized exchanges, DEXs. This means that people will have more control over their assets, and they will not be subject to the whims of centralized institutions. For example, users can use DEXs to trade cryptocurrency without the need for a centralized exchange like Coinbase. Create new opportunities for innovation and economic growth. Web3 has the potential to create new opportunities for innovation and economic growth. The decentralized nature of Web3 could lead to new ways of developing and deploying applications, and it could also lead to new ways of creating and managing businesses. For example, Web3 could be used to create new decentralized applications, DApps, that are not subject to the same restrictions as traditional applications. This could lead to new and innovative ways of using the internet. Web3 could also be used to create new decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs, which are organizations that are run by code, rather than by people. This could lead to new and more efficient ways of managing businesses. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment below.